Hi guys, the full version of PvZ Universe has been released. Version 1.0 dropped around a week ago, and with it came tons and tons of new content. Some patch notes were released from the devs, but they weren't very in-depth, so today I'm going to be taking you through exactly what has been changed the best that I can. Of course, the biggest chunk of new content comes in the form of new worlds, so we have the Wild West, which has now been added, and it looks pretty much fully complete. I haven't had a go at the levels yet, as the update reset all players' progress in the game. I absolutely love how these look though. They are based on the PvZ 2 concept art, I believe, and all maps apart from Emperor's Mausoleum have received a similar treatment. Not only do we have the Wild West world, we have also got the Kung Fu world, which has been partially completed, and it looks very cool indeed. I'm really excited to see what new plants will appear in this world. It's not a world I've ever really had a chance to play, so I'm looking forward to checking it out. There have also been some changes to the previous worlds. Pirate Seas has been completed levels wise. I have been having issues with the bonus levels, however I currently can't get past the first bonus level. I complete it, but it then doesn't let me play the next one. Another little change to the world is that the plants are now hidden before you unlock them. So previously you could see exactly which plants you were going to unlock in a world from the very beginning. Emperor's Mausoleum has had 3 new levels. There are some new reward icons which look pretty funky. It still looks like there are 2 areas that need filling in terms of levels, but I'm unsure if they plan to put extra ones in there. The other big set of content is of course new plants. From screenshots there is a huge selection of new plants that have been added into the game, many of which you will recognize, pretty standard ones for each of the worlds, but there are some unique ones in here and some original creations too, like the Tangerine Batter for example. Due to my playthrough of PvZ Universe and all progress being reset, as I've mentioned, I've not yet experienced many of the new plants, but I have used Wax Gourd. This is insanely useful for taking out pigs in Emperor's Mausoleum. It crushes all zombies in a track, can only be placed on the tracks that the rocking horse zombies can go on, and it costs 125 sun. The only issue I found with this plant is that the cursor seed packet icon is not yet complete. A new plant has been added to the in-game shop as well, Power Lily, who costs 3 gems. And as for upgrades, I think Pea Shooter has received some new ones, but it was a little buggy, so I couldn't see any others. Similar story for balance changes. Unfortunately, I have no details on what has been changed on the balance front. Difficult to work this out without knowing how to data mine and such, so I will do some digging to try and see if I can get some more details on this. There have been a lot of UI and visual improvements, however, there has been an almanac update, which you can now view both plants and zombies. You could only view plants before. There is an updated level reward screen, so you can get a little bit more information when you're going into a level. It gives you the first pass reward, and it also gives a level description, which includes the rules, etc. There's also been a rework of the choose your plants and pause menu screens. They've decided to go with a more turquoise green theme opposed to the more traditional PvZ1 styled menu that they had before. It looks modern, thinner, cleaner, and that type of stuff. I don't think I had a preference on which one I preferred, so it still looks cool. Moving over to dialogue, we actually have some English subtitles for Crazy Dave and other characters. This is only in Emperor's Mausoleum at the moment though. The other worlds have blank boxes. Staying on the same theme though, after a recent patch, a new language has been added to the game, Spanish, so there is now Chinese, English and Spanish to choose from. Finally, the settings menu has had a bit of a rework. There's some additional options in here, such as the hide health bars. I think this has been added from feedback, as I know quite a lot of people didn't like this feature, so you can turn that off now. There is a full screen checkbox now, but this doesn't seem to be working at the moment, whereas previously it was, so that's obviously just a bug. And there is a new main menu background, which is celebrating 1 year of PvZ Universe. The last thing I want to touch on is bugs, as despite all the new content and amazing work the team have done so far, the game does feel less stable overall. There are a number of bugs that have cropped up that weren't in the game previously. After the initial release, a number of patches have been released from the team, which have tried to address the bugs. However, many still are present, unfortunately. I'm getting some issues with changing language, menu problems, the game reverting language when going between menus. That may have been fixed now, actually. Button text not appearing, plants not appearing. I haven't experienced that myself, but I have heard other people have. I had a couple of crashes, not very often, some white screen. However, when the game isn't experiencing these minor bugs, it does run quite well. It seems a little bit smoother than before, but I do have a fairly good PC though, so bear that in mind. Hopefully all of the problems do get sorted soon. The bugs are a bit annoying, but I wouldn't say they're deal breakers. Well, at least not for me anyway. So that's about it for now, everyone. I'll keep you up to date if there is any more new stuff. There seems to be a lot of activity at the moment, so we should see some more patches and things like that fairly soon. But yeah, other than that, I hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you in the next one. Okay, thanks guys. Bye. Bye.